Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool.
Now, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Campbell. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Campbell on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross, 51 yards. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got this one completed to Mims. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 3.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. 1st and 10, Taylor now. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Mayfield.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
From the gun on 3rd down. Campbell looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
David Njoku.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Tucker McCann.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Here we go.
And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Tucker McCann for the extra
So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
14.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Campbell throwing on 1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Campbell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Campbell. High throw, but the catch is made. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, he'll drop to throw. Gets this one to use check. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Washington.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's Campbell to throw on 2nd down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Campbell going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Campbell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Rigoberto Sanchez.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tumming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 57 yards.
And a bucket.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. These two teams all tied after one.
14-14.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Campbell. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Campbell. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54.
From the gun, Campbell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shift. Watch the shift. Watch the safety creep. Check. Check hot route.
Operating from the gun, Campbell. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Oh, you got deep?
Now Campbell from the gun, he'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20, 10. again. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Campbell. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Campbell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Campbell. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw again. The left side completion to Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Check it back.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6 at the Bucs 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Campbell. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
At the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And here he'll get it down to the 7th. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Campbell. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Punching it in from a yard away. And Washington able to make this a close game again. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. First down, Mayfield. Able to connect with Mims. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
On first down, it's Taylor. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
Washington.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check 99, check 99.
Campbell now. A final shot before break. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 46 yards. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Mayfield. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Darnell Mooney, 29 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. McCann's got it teed up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Campbell. And he rifles one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, 30 seconds to 19. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Alert 3.
From the gun, Campbell. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
47-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Check, 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 check.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 41, 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
57, Mike 57.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Jonathan.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 29-yard line.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Traditional.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At the
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mayfield with it once more. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Mayfield now to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will swell the lead to 16.
37.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, there's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Campbell. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed his name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expecting up the back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
There we go. 37's the mic. Mic 37. On deck, baby. On deck. Buffalo 18. There we go. 37's the mic. Mic 37. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Campbell looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
10.
On the handoff, it's Akers. Akers hit, he coughs it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun. Campbell. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A gain of 5.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 14-yard line.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. From the gun, Campbell. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Again, it's Taylor. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Well, he's got to be careful with this game where it is, Charles, throwing those out patterns, right?
You're exactly right, because this is why we always hear teams say, late in the game, you're trying to close things out. You'll work the middle of the field more than the outside portion, because if you throw one out there that hangs a little bit or you float it.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And that'll be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll air this one out for Mims. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Right back to Juszczyk again. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Campbell looking deep for Julio. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. On the give, this is their fullback. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Washington on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Campbell. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Leonard Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Campbell. Off play action. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for John Ross.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Campbell to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Campbell on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The try. 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
The extra point.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about this.